Hello, here we are doing our next problems, and you should be working on your mixed velocity and speed worksheet next. This isn't very hard. So for each one of these problems, you will be asked to identify what you are looking for. In the first problem, we are asked to calculate the average speed. So we're going to write speed. Oopsie. Then we're going to write down what we're given. We are given, I'm going to underline both of them here. We're told that our givens are distance, whoops, equals 12 kilometers. Don't forget your units. And time equals 2 hours. Our relationship, we're simply going to write speed equals distance over time. Don't forget, I'm going to jot down the speed triangle up here. Speed, whoopsie, I did that wrong. Don't I have like a, I don't. Speed equals distance over time. So you can put that down where you need to. Then our solution, we're going to sub and solve. Speed equals our distance, which is 12 kilometers, divided by 2 hours. So our speed will equal 6 kilometers per hour. Make sure you've written each and every one of these characters, letters, and numbers down in your problem. See if I have any colors that I like. Our second problem says how far, which means we're solving for distance. We're looking for distance. Like my pen just died. Please be charged. I have another pen here. Yes, distance. Our givens are speed, which is 79.7 kilometers per hour. I'll make this a little bit bigger so I've got more room to write. And my time is 1.45 hours. Please remember we're solving for distance. Going back up to our triangle, which sometimes I'm having a little trouble moving here. Well, you'll just have to believe me here. I'll make another triangle right here again. Speed equals distance over time. So distance equals speed times time. So our distance will equal our speed times our time. Let me grab my calculator. Where in the world did I put my calculator? Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. If you're sitting here staring at this, waiting for me to calculate for you, I feel bad for you. You should be proactive enough that you should get your calculators out. And I'm just going to round this to the nearest whole number. And since we're solving for distance, my appropriate unit will be kilometers. There we go. Make sure you have that down. If you need to stop, ask your instructor to stop. Excuse me, I'm still battling a cold. We've trained all year for a marathon. In your first attempt to run the marathon, you decide that you want to complete in 26.2 miles for 4.5 hours. Average speed. We are looking for speed. And we want to run a distance of 26.2 miles. I'll abbreviate that MI in 4.5 hours. Speed equals distance divided by time. And let's sub and solve. Speed will equal our distance divided by 4.5 hours. This one I will not solve for you. So you'll have to put your answer down, and it will be in miles per hour. We don't use the P for per. Okay, if you want to stop for a moment, you may. Remember, if you borrow a calculator from the calculator box, please be courteous enough to put it back. Okay, question number 4. You're walking home from school. The distance from your home from school to your home is 5 kilometers. So first we're going to find our average speed while walking. And second, we're going to find our average speed while biking. And for each of these, our distance is 5 kilometers. On foot, it says we can get home in 25 minutes. And if we ride a bike, we can get home in 10 minutes. So we have 25 minutes and 10 minutes. So speed will equal distance over time. And let's sub and solve. Speed equals 5 kilometers divided by 25 minutes. 5 divided by 25, this one I'll do for you, equals 0.20 kilometers per minute. Make sure you can get that on your calculator. Here we'll have 5 kilometers in 10.0 or 10 minutes. It was 10.0. Speed will equal, this time you can solve it, and it will be kilometers per minute. If you need to stop the video right here for a moment while you catch up, please let your instructor know, and he or she can stop the video. Okay, I'm not going to do each and every one of these with you because you should be able to figure some of these out. But let's take a look at this next problem, and we're asked, how far did you travel? This one is looking for velocity. Don't forget velocity as a direction, average speed, how long, how far. That's this page. I might not even give you all 4 pages. So let's take a look at this. Here, if we're looking for how far, which is distance. And we are given a speed equals 0.50 kilometers per minute. And it takes 25 minutes. So our distance will equal, again, speed times time. Plugging in our values, and don't forget, I'm a stickler for including units. And I'll multiply this by 25 minutes. This one I will solve for you. That will be our distance will be equal to 12.5 kilometers. Make sure you can get that. Again, excuse me. Okay, for our next problem, we're looking for velocity. Remember, velocity as direction. We'll be looking for a direction. And our givens are, there's our direction right there. So our givens are our distance, which is 15.6 kilometers west. I'm going to keep the west there for clarity. Our time is 5.2 seconds. And velocity equals distance divided by time. So our velocity will equal 15.6 meters divided by 5.2 seconds. So our velocity will equal, this one I'll let you solve, meters per second. And don't forget, velocity must have a direction. So it'll be traveling west. You can pause this. You can do 7 by yourself. Make sure to fill out all parts of this. So give yourselves a few minutes to do number 7. Your instructor can decide when to move on. I would suggest you get 3 or 4 answers that agree, then move on. Okay. Next, how long will be a time? Time, I'll help you out on this one, will equal distance divided by speed. So you're going to use distance divided by speed. And this is a how far, so distance equals speed times time. So you can finish all 3 of these. This should take a couple of minutes per problem. I will expect everybody to be engaged. I will expect everybody to be doing what they need to do. Please don't sit here doing absolutely nothing. That's a good way to ensure that you bomb your test, which will be coming up before too terribly long here after acceleration. Let me take a look at what's next here. I think this will probably be enough to get a good start on this worksheet. I may or may not have an answer key available so that your instructor can have you do any more of these that we choose. For the most part, I'm going to be pretty happy if you get all the way done, completely done with pages 1 and 2.